The one thing that needs to change is
that we look at it as a serious mental illness. For me, what's got to give is seeing it as a disease and a disorder that is serious. And so just for example, like relating it to cancer, you jump on it immediately.
people still believe that it's not a serious condition and that we've normalized eating disorders behavior so much so that we don't recognize it when it appears.
There's a division that's happening, which I think is arbitrary.
And that was really confusing.
And I think that living in this culture, it seems like for some people it's okay to be completely fixated on food and obsessive about exercise and body shape and size and what you're putting in your body. And then there's other people for which we put a pathological disorder on it and say that you need a bunch of help.
Half people would say, you look amazing, you're so fit. And then another half of people would say, you look like you're dying of cancer. Do you have any health problems? And that was really confusing.
You're at the gym and you've got one person who, hasn't eaten for days or has eaten and purged it up for days and is still at the gym. And then you've got somebody else who just really wants to bulk up and get their muscles and they need to look that certain way. And to one person we say, oh, this is a problem. And to the other person we say, you're so fit, it's so healthy of you.
Raise awareness for mental health.
We brought mental illness out of the shadow.
An awareness for
Eating disorders.
mental illness on a whole is becoming more talked about. There's more awareness around it, but eating disorders are left out of that group.
1 in 5 who have mental health issues, and there's been a lot of movements in recent years to raise awareness for mental health. And anorexia, at least, doesn't seem to have a place in that because nobody wants anorexia to be chronic. There's not a place for it to fit in mental health.
We have seen tremendous change happening around mental health in Canada, and it's time that we use that same framework to bring eating disorders out of the shadows, like we brought mental illness out of the shadows.
Going up against a brick wall.
Nobody wants to come out and say that they have one.
There should not be a stigma.
That's what eating disorders are known for. You deal with it behind a closed door. You don't want your family to know. You hide it from everyone.
When someone finally is ready to get help, or when they're finally realizing that they have these issues going on and they want to get better, it's hard because it feels almost like you're going up against a brick wall.
That possibly the stigma is something that our generation carries and makes a mistake to sort of push down onto them.
Doesn't allow for sufferers to come forward and ask for help.
As much as possible, try to undo the stigma that's been done in terms of making it an illness that we don't talk about or that's silenced.
Now is the time that we need to talk and have real, true, authentic conversations about some of the struggles that people are having.